Hola, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. My name is Rosa, and I will talk a little bit about people. It is a pleasure for me to be here to talk what enthusiastic me the most, people. It's all about people. Every business, every sector, every new opportunity is made about people. People will always have made difference in history, and if you don't know it yet, people will define the future, our future, everyone's future. At Bondalti, we consider people our most relevant stakeholders, and it is our prime concern, our top priority, to ensure their safety, their health, and their well-being. It is like this in the beginning of our history in the late 19th century. Bondalti is part of the legacy of CUF Group that Alfredo da Silva, our founder, created with an outstanding vision, with an entrepreneurial spirit, with an extraordinary ability to realize innovative solutions in Portugal. In the 30s, the CUF Group owned several factories around the country and employed 16,000 people. Alfredo da Silva created the motto, "O que o país não tem, a CUF cria," which means what the country doesn't have, CUF creates. This led to an incredible growth of the group with business of many kinds, from chemicals to shipyards, from fertilizers to fibers, and many, many others. At that time, the corporate social responsibility was not a top concern for most entrepreneurs. But for Alfredo da Silva, our founder, this was very clear from the beginning. Investing in the development, the life quality, and the well-being of CUF workers would translate into business sustainability across the way. From education to professional training to social security and assistance, in housing, health, culture, and sport, this policy has benefited thousands of group workers and their families, as well as the surrounding communities. The strong humanistic beliefs of Alfredo da Silva had marked our philosophy and the development of CUF Group. One could say it marked our DNA. Taking care of our people, their families, and the communities that receive us, it has always been a priority to us. Time evolved, and although Bondalti is forever linked with its history and its heritage, our eyes are in the present and the future generations. We keep alive the legacy of CUF, honoring Alfredo da Silva footsteps. We believe that business sustainability is also a result of the level of involvement, commitment, performance, and satisfaction of the people that work with us. And is with that in mind that we work every day. Our mission to create an innovative and sustainable chemistry capable of contributing to a better world. Our vision to be known as a chemical partner on the global market, known for long-lasting relationships based on innovative solutions, ensuring superior safety and environmental standards, creating values for our stakeholders. Our values that guide us every day: innovation, competence, human development, and responsible care. I will talk a little bit more about our people and our challenges. Our people strategy lays on 4 human resources strategic axes, aligned with the corporate strategy. They are the cohesion and well-being of our people, reinforcing the identity and the culture of Bondalti, maintaining full respect for the people that work with us. We recognize their contribution every day. The continuous development to work with leaders and the teams to developing critical skills that we need. The corporate management, implementing models and policies that combine Bondalti's strategy and culture and values, and with the specificity of each business and each geography. The rejuvenation, promoting different generations to work side by side together, ensuring successful know-how. How do we look like today? Bondalti has grown in the last few years. We are pursuing new business, new opportunities, new geographies. We enter in the water treatment business with the acquisition of a share of Encrot in 2020 and with Água's Alfaro Group in 2021. We grew up almost 50% in the total number of people. To this day, BONDALTI counts with 700 employees. 53% of our employees work in the chemical business in Portugal and Spain, and 47% in the water treatment business in Portugal, Spain, and across Africa. There is a dominant male presence within our people, with only 44% women. In the industrial chemical sector, we face a process that we have been calling the rejuvenation of our people. And we are continuously investing in training new and younger people, making sure that our more experienced workers are working side by side with trainees in a mentoring program, passing along not only the know-how, but the safety and the social culture of BONDALTI. All these programs that we have implemented in this topic are always very gratifying for the people that are involved. For the youngers, because they feel supported all the way. And for the more experienced ones that can pass their testimonial with pride. Today, we have 86% of our people in the industrial chemical sector above 30 years old and 40% above 50 years old. Only 14% are below 30 years old. This is an ongoing process, and we believe that we will be able to equilibrate these bars within the next few years. The conciliation of the professional, personal, and family life of our workers, it is a relevant issue for BONDALTI. It's not only a state of mind, it's something that we really want to do. Due to that, we are certified as a family responsible company. EFR, from the Portuguese Entidade Familiarmente Responsável. This certification is an initiative of Fundación Mais Família and reflects BONDALTI's concern on this theme. But what does it mean to be an EFR company? The Family Responsible Company certification gives us the international recognition of good labor practices, and above all, it guides us improving in this field. This certification recognizes the organizations that want to create a new working culture based on mutual respect, commitment, and flexibility. Fundación Mais Família states that EFR certified companies are experiencing happier workers, leading to increases in productivity, retention, engagement, company's reputation, and at the end of the day, a better rentability of the company. At BONDALTI, our certification is managed at this moment, as this is a process in evolution, through 13 indicators that measure our reconciliation offer, our labor stability, our satisfaction, and many others. Many initiatives and measures are linked to the EFR certification, as for example, employees benefit from health insurance free of charge extended to the family. We have paid leaves for family assistance, gifts on employees' birthday, Christmas gifts for children, and many others. The EFR certification provides for audits in order to understand whether the measures are being used and implemented and used. BONDALTI has been a family responsible company for over a century. This is not new to us. The values that have always governed the company are still there. They will always be there. However, the EFR certification gives us the knowledge advantage. It gives us the recognition of what we have done very well across these years. These measures are known. People are seeing it. People are criticizing. They give their opinion. This can translate to us into a model in construction that we can attend people's need every day. 2020 was inevitably marked by the COVID-19 pandemic. And if this pandemic has taught us something, is that there is no life-work balance without life-work integration. We spend a big time or a big part of our life working. We need to do it in a happy and healthy way. From the early stage of the pandemic in March 2020, BONDALTI adopted a set of measurements with two major goals: protect our people's health and ensure ongoing operations. We have isolated everyone that needed to be protected right from the beginning. We have implemented mirror teams to make sure that we could maintain our operation in a safe mode without disturbances. Additionally, BONDALTI defined a contingency plan and disclosed COVID-19 related information on a regular basis. We have tried to shorten the distance with people at home. The HR team was making regular phone calls to make sure everyone was doing good. We made several team meetings to reinforce where we were and how we were doing. We never gave up, and as a company, we made it through this time together. Additionally, we increased the time of our psychologists in order to support the workers that needed help during this time. We also extended this support to the family member, spouse, and especially kids that were facing a difficult problem during this time. BONDALTI was dealing with all this situation. BONDALTI way of dealing with all this situation rapidly spread through the community and is now referred frequently as a way of doing the things right. For me, as a mother of 2 kids, 2 small children, the way that BONDALTI acted during this pandemic was unique. When the school closed, I've never, even for a minute or even for a small moment, found myself in a distressing situation of not being able to stay with my kids. The company saw me first as a parent, as a mother, and then as a worker. And this is very valuable. It gives us a sense of community, a sense of belonging, a sense of family. But BONDALTI did not only look to our people inside our house. When the pandemic arrived, we were ready to respond. We donate disinfection products to the urban and hospital cleaning to all the districts in Portugal and Spain. Our chairman, Mr. João de Melo, stated in our annual integrated report of 2020 that the degree of uncertainty regarding the evolution of this pandemic in 2021 is still very high. Although we are confident about the gradual recovery of our economy and the resilience of our people. We are aware that we will not be the same after all this pass, but we want to make sure that we will be stronger afterwards. And as the Chief of Human Resources of IBM said in April 2020, last crash, CFOs saved us. This time the work will be on CHROs. This shows the concern we all have when it comes to people. We don't know what is coming next, but human resources around the world have never been so alive, I would say alive and kicking, and as they are at this moment. Times are difficult, but we are prepared and counting on people, our people. The future for BONDALTI looks bright and looks green, as my colleague Teresa said. We are very proud of the chemistry. We are indeed very proud of this chemistry that bonds us to our people, to our communities, to our stakeholders. You can follow and contact us if you want to help us to create the chemistry of the future. I would like to finish with a sentence that I came across while I was preparing myself for this talk, for this presentation. Regardless of your strategies, your business model, and your forward thinking, make no mistake, it's all about the people, your people. Thanks for your attention.
Rosa, thank you very much for your passionate presentation. Thank you so much. Just a question. All of we feel that we have passed these pandemic times. People are also, as a general, becoming more selfish. So there are many challenging. How to bond the people with chemistry to the organization. It's certain more difficult, but the question is about the opportunities. For other side, you talk about missing DNA of different companies from water that came to BONDALTI in last years. And how do you see that BONDALTI can keep attracting the people in the future? How do you see that?
Well, there are different challenges on that. First of all, the fact that we are growing. and the fact that we are having new people on board through this pandemic, and we are not able to give our culture the way we would like to. Although our foundation is strong, and we know where we want to be, and the fact that we know the way, it gives us the sense and the opportunity that we know that this is a matter of time. Of course, people have been more isolated during this time. We at Human Resources, we are being overwhelmed with all the information, how to do this, how to do that. But for us, it's very clear. Priorities, our values, our vision and our mission. It's our foundation is where we hold to each other. And that's where we want to bring people. So I think that with this in mind, and step by step, and of course, we will not be able to do this. We don't create a culture from one day to the other, but we do it little by little, footstep to footstep, honoring our history and hoping the best for the future.
Rosa, thank you so much for your presentation. I would like to ask you, with this experience of working now in Spain, what is in human resources the learning that we are having working in two different countries? And is that any difficulty for us, or are we experiencing any challenge in that respect?
Well, in Portugal, it is easy due to our history to have people more interested in coming to work with us, and it is easier for people to know each other and to know someone that works, so it's easier. When we come to Spain, sometimes people don't know us. It's BONDALTI, they treat us right. But what I feel from this time that I've been working with Human Resources is that we are very well welcomed. All our initiatives, all of our action plans and things that we do, every time we want to incorporate Spain, there is never a way of people don't want to be. No, it's the other way around. We feel welcome. They appreciate, they are gratified for us to be with them. So I think that the future will be unification of the Iberian Peninsula more than the other way around. So again, this is not something that we do from one day to the other. It's step by step and action by action and initiative by initiative. But it's something that I think we will drive through. No more questions. Thank you so much.